to Pest Control Marketer. Grow your business like never before. Call 770-993-0004.
Well, hello, folks. This is Hal Coleman. Welcome to another episode of Pest Control Marketing.live and the Pest Control Marketing Podcast. I'm here with my co-host, my friend, my mentor, the ever-pleasant, always, I don't know what all. I could say a lot of things, but Mike, how are you doing?
I'm great today. It's good to be here. And, I love doing these podcasts because we always get to talk about marketing and we always get to get together, even though we're a few miles apart. This technology lets us feel like we're still together a lot. And
You've changed the background a little bit, haven't you?
No, I just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my head was in the way.
No, I mean around our.
I put up a star field.
Looks like the solar system.
Yeah, well, we're out now. We're out of this world. That's how good we are.
We're out of sight, aren't we? I guess you noticed that. Well, you're going to notice one thing. I'm going to be doing a lot of coughing and stuff. I've got this bad sinus infection, and I'm scheduled for sinus surgery next week. So that hopefully will get me back on the track to not making all these cruddy noises. But you know what? It's more important to do an episode here than it is to worry about sneezing or coughing, I think.
You'll be fine, and everybody forgives you. So
yeah.
No big deal. No biggie.
I guess you noticed I'm wearing my hat today.
Come on, tell me what that's
what that means. It means my hair's on fire.
Oh,
I've got it smothered out with this hat. I just want to put my fist through the screen here. I just struggling to get people to take action. We talk about this before, but I've decided, some people will get in our coaching program. They've gotten in mine, and I'm sure yours too. A lot of people think maybe that when they're working with me, I'm giving you a commission, or if you're working for me, but that's not the way it works. I have my coaching business. You have yours. We don't get commissions or any kind of stuff like that. We just help each other a lot.
Yeah.
And we try to help our clients. And some clients have in the past, not many, but they'll sign up, and after several months, they'll flat out admit sometimes, I just want to drop out of the program because I haven't accomplished anything you've told me to do. I don't have time to do this. I focused on other things. Well, there's no use you wasting your time. Me wasting my time, you wasting your money if you're not going to take action. And so I started thinking about it, and I came to a great revolution, Mike. Revelation. I said,
Revelation.
Maybe this revelation will start a revolution.
All right.
But most of the people out there, at least 80, probably 90% or more, small business owners that are stuck, they're working their butts off and they're not really getting anywhere. Maybe they're making some money, but they're just really killing themselves for it. They don't see a light at the end of the tunnel of being on Easy Street, and it's like they've got a wolf by the throat. They don't like it, but they can't let go of it. And it just dawned on me, they all suffer from the same thing, Mike. They suffer from ADD.
Mm-hmm.
You know what ADD stands for?
I know, attention deficit disorder. Yeah.
Oh, no.
ADD?
It stands ADD. Yeah, it stands for ain't done diddly.
Oh, okay. You got a new variation of it.
They all suffer from ADD. They ain't done diddly. And they're hoping, dreaming, expecting, waiting, praying for things to change and get better. Just because they hired a coach, or maybe because they read a book, or maybe because they attended a workshop or a conference. And nothing happens and they get frustrated. And you know why they get frustrated? Because they ain't done diddly. They ain't done diddly, Mike, and it just drives me crazy. This is not just true with small business owners trying to grow their business. It's true with the people you see going in and out of the weight loss clinics and out of the gym. And somebody complains, well, they haven't lost the amount of weight they thought they would lose. They thought they would just lose weight. And they've been given this list of all the things you need to be eating and all the things that you should not eat and the amount of exercise you should do every day and the things you should drink, things you should not take. They have all this information. And do you know why it doesn't work? Because they have ADD.
Yeah, they don't do it.
Diddly. And they expect a different result. You know, you might not know this by looking at me, Mike. It may come as a big surprise to you, but I've never been a competitive bodybuilder. You know why? Because I thought it would be nice to work out and put on a lot of muscles and all, but I just ain't done diddly.
Well, let me interject something here. You know, I mean, this is a good theme, and you're going, well, okay, how is this going to apply to people listening today? I remember one time I was at a seminar, and I think it was Dan Kennedy might have said it. He said 90 to 95% of you will never do anything. And I was taken aback. I said, like, here he's standing. All these people paid thousands of dollars to be at this conference. And he said, over 90% of the room here won't do diddly. And he says, raise your hand if you're in that group. And nobody raised their hand. and
was he wearing a hat?
Well, and the point he was trying to make here is that unless you step out of your comfort zone and do diddly, so you need to be part of the DD group, I guess, you don't have a chance of making changes. You're not going to improve things. You know, coaches and programs tell you what to do. Weight Watchers, exercise equipment, gyms, any coaching program, any training of any kind teaches you what and how to do it. But if you went to college or school and you didn't do the homework and you didn't go to the classes and you didn't study and you didn't read the book and you didn't do the program, you only used to get a failing grade. You didn't get an accomplishment. So you've got to go against human nature, and sadly, a bigger percentage of people say they want to do it, but they're not willing to do it. They're not willing to do what it takes to succeed. So, you know, that's what's frustrating to me is somebody says, yes, I want to grow my business. Yes, I want to make changes in my business. Yes, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to grow my business. I'm willing to try things that I'm not comfortable doing. I'm willing to try things I've never done. I'm willing to spend money in places I've never spent money. If you're not willing to do those things, then you're in that 90% of ADD people that Hal talks about.
Yeah, and, you know, I've got a client, and I don't know if they're your client yet or not, but they will be, out in Yakima, Washington. Mm-hmm. Jerry's Pest Service.
Right.
And when we do our coaching call each month, I usually work with his wife Jessica because she's answering the phones and taking care of stuff. Jerry is out. It used to be both of them, but now Jerry is out working his butt off, and they've got an employee who is working his butt off. The phones are ringing. Now, they'll do anything I tell them to do. And just a prime example is at our meeting last month, which was about 2 weeks ago, I said, you need to get on Facebook. You got a Jerry's page on Facebook. Yeah, I said, you need to get on there and just start posting some facts about bugs. Don't post a deal you have or special or pricing or try and sell them anything. Just start asking questions from homeowners about bugs, how they deal with some, and giving some advice and interesting bug facts, pictures, little video. She said, okay, I'll go do that. So I want to read you. I wasn't prepared to do this, but it'll just take me a second to find her text from a couple of days ago. She said, okay. She posted a photograph. As you can see here, maybe there's a doorway, and there's a lot of stains around the top of that door. And there's a better. You see that?
Yeah, I can see it. People on the podcast, it's just
you know what those dark stains around the top of a door frame and the door frame, little speck. You know what those are, Mike?
I have no earthly idea.
That's an accumulation of German cockroach droppings.
Oh, gross.
She posted this, and I'm going to read her response back to me. Holy smokes, with 2 exclamation points. I posted this photo on Facebook and reposted it to about 25 community sites, and it blew up, exclamation point. I've never had so many comments or people respond. My post was, Dear Jerry, my doors are covered in this sticky black stuff. What is it? Everyone had an opinion. I think I just figured out how to get people to engage. Now she texts me a lot of, then now the next day, the opinions keep rolling in. 50% are convinced it's black. So she's just, we've received 4 calls for estimates since I started posting and 28 new followers. Now she'd only been posting for like 3 days. 4 calls for estimates and 28 new followers. She said, so
well,
now she posted me back 48 new followers since I started posting last week. And she's just on fire with this, and the phone is ringing and people are engaging her. She hasn't offered to sell them anything yet. She's just building this social network, and it's going to pay off in big bucks for her.
Yeah.
But you know how many people that I have told over the last couple of years, you need to be on Facebook and you need to be posting. Oh, okay. And they'll maybe make a post, maybe not.
Well, but, that's kind of over in the world that I'm in. We call that in the local big 3. That's content marketing. In other words, it's not selling. It's displaying
relationship building.
Well, it's relationships, but you either do something controversial, you do something, and this is kind of controversial because it's like, this is nasty. What is it? You can either do, when it comes to content, it needs to be funny or curiosity. There needs to be a curiosity. And we used to, years ago, 25 years ago, we talked about authority blogging. All right, what does that mean? That means talking about interesting information that you're an authority on. And who do you want to solve your problems? You want to go to a doctor who doesn't have any credibility and authority and knowledge? No, you want to go with somebody that, hey, this is a heart surgeon. I looked up my heart surgeon. He's been doing it for 32 years. Well, I felt a little bit better that if he's been doing this for 32 years, maybe he knows what. I don't want somebody who goes, well, I just graduated last week from Vanderbilt. I'm ready to do my first one.
Don't you want to be my first? Don't you want to be my first? Yeah.
Not particularly.
What an honor. Yeah.
And at some point you have to be, you have to build that authority and knowledge. But you see, there's where the frustration of the ADD comes in. You've been telling the same information to a multitude of people. And I'll bet you out of 10 people, there was your one. There was your 10%.
That was my 10%. And you'll get a kick out of this, Mike, when you use that word authority. I I quote this to a lot of my customers. You know, Jerry Garcia said, "You don't want to be one of anything. You want to be the one." So I teach my clients how to become the authority in their community. But Jerry's Pest Control, you know what his name is? His name is Jerry Garcia. So
Right.
I told him, I said, well, you know what Jerry Garcia said, don't you? He said, hell, I know everything he said. So I'm quoting Jerry Garcia to Jerry Garcia. We got a big laugh out of that.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. But they're just killing it out there. They're getting ready to do their first trade show, which a lot of people got a trade show. I've tried trade shows. You ain't going to be getting no business from trade shows. That's a waste of time. Well, it's because you didn't know how to do a trade show. You were clueless in how to get business from a trade show, because when I was in pest control, I got business from trade shows. And I teach my clients how to get business from trade shows or any kind of gathering of people. You just have to know how to do it and then be willing to do it. I could give you examples of just tons of people. Jerry's Pest Service, Loyalty Pest Control, up in Wilmington, Delaware, Faith Pest Control up here in North Georgia, Pesky's Pest Control over in Birmingham, Panama City Pest Control, Volunteer Ritter Pest and Ted. These people just take action. They would take action, do what we told them to do. And now they've built businesses that are just miles beyond what they were a few years ago.
Right.
And when but they did it because they were willing to do stuff. They didn't say, no, it won't work. No, it won't work. You know.
Well, like I said, you go back to that time out at the seminar, nobody wants to admit they're in that 90% that doesn't do anything. And that's what we've experienced. I would say a lot of people, most of the people who started in our programs and quit, how many apologies have you got? Well, I was just so busy. I didn't do all the things you told me to do.
I got one that apologized for that. He just hadn't done anything. He said, I'll just freely admit I
respect the honesty of somebody who says, I don't want to do it and I'm not going to do it. And I go, well, okay, that's fine. Then this is not for you. But, if you expect to grow your business, if you expect to change the trajectory and the profitability of your business, you're going to have to implement things that you're not comfortable doing, or things that you're every successful person has embraced all of the things that could increase their business. And most of the people I know that have been extremely successful have had training and coaching and implemented ideas. I mean, I'll admit I'm guilty. There's some things I don't do because I don't want to do them. But as long as I'm honest with myself, don't blame the teacher or the coach that you're failing. That I've actually had people make me feel like, well, what you taught me didn't work. No, you didn't do it. And, and I'm not going to get in an argument with a customer. I say, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. Have a great life. I wish you well.
That's all you can do.
Alex Mendozian, he said, rather than getting into a confrontation with a disgruntled customer, you're better just to say, well, I'm sorry that didn't work out for you. I hope our paths cross again, and I wish you well. Bye-bye.
I can never do anything to help you.
Yeah.
Just shower. Exactly. I would never, ever, ever get into a confrontation with anybody.
Say,
well, you have ADD.
Yeah.
I was going to call it ADS, but I thought that would be a little strong.
But at the end of the day, here's the purpose of today's podcast. Be honest with yourself. Answer these questions. Do you want to grow your business? And if the answer is honestly yes, then the next question is, are you willing to do all of the 1,000 little things it takes to make a difference in your business? And if the answer is a real yes, not a warm or lukewarm or a uncommitted yes, it has to be a committed yes. Then if your third question is, well, I don't know what to do. How do I know what to do? And that's where we come in.
That's where we show you exactly what to do.
The first thing I would tell you to do if you haven't done it is go to a website, and I'm going to put it up here on the screen for people watching the video. Hal wrote a book, How to Grow a Pest Control Business. You can go to Amazon and buy a hard copy if you want a physical copy of that book.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'd rather they do is go spend $30 on Amazon.
But you can go to howtogrowapestcontrolbusiness.com, put your name and email address, and get an electronic copy of the book absolutely free. Now, right there is something you can do that if you answer yes to the first question, yes to the second question, but the third question is what do I do? What's something different that I can do? I talk to people, do you go to networking meetings? You probably said, do you go to trade shows? Do you go to business expos that all kinds of chamber of commerces and communities throw all the time? And you go, well, I've never gotten any business out of it. Well, you might get referral partners. You might meet people who will send you thousands and thousands of dollars of referrals. You got to go with a positive attitude that everything you do that everybody else doesn't do is a chance. So my first suggestion is go to howtogrowapestcontrolbusiness.com, or better yet, call Hal at 770-993-0004 and spend an hour with Hal for free. He's willing to do that. Tell him about that, what you're willing to do.
Yeah, we'll sit down. I'll send you a questionnaire. It's about a dozen questions about your business and your growth and how long you've been in business, how you're marketing your business, where's your business coming from, and what your plans are. And I'll go over that questionnaire after you answer the question, you get it back, and I'll spend some time making notes so that when we spend our hour together, I won't have to spend the hour asking you all these questions. Excuse me. I will have already digested them and come up with some real good low-hanging fruit for you there to send you away with. And it won't cost you one single penny, and there's no obligation, there's no risk, there's no bull, there's no lawyer language, there's no tricks, there's no nothing. And at the end of that session, I'll ask you if you would like to know more about my coaching program. And if you say, yes, I would, then I'll tell you about it. If you say, no, I wouldn't, I'll say, all right, well, if I can ever help you in any way, be sure to call me. That's the way it works. And you talk about that trade show. People say, I got out and I did them. Didn't do me any good. I went to the networking meetings. Didn't do me any good. That's because you didn't know what to do when you got there. You didn't know the strategies and how to deploy those strategies. You didn't know the steps involved in turning a total stranger into a loyal referral partner and a customer. I'll show you those exact steps that I worked out many years ago when I was going to trade shows and that I teach my clients. You and I never stop learning, Mike, from our clients too. And so it's not a matter of us showing you the things you need to do. It's also, we show you exactly how to do them. And, all right, sorry, I had a message coming in there on my phone. So I'm actually having a windshield repaired in my driveway out there any minute. And my wife's bringing the car home now that the guy's going to work on, who just called me and said, I'm about to be at your house. And I said, the car's not here yet. So excuse me for, we have things going on in the background here.
Oh, there's always life going on.
But, it's not, I'm going to show you how to tell you that you need to get through the swamp from one side to the other, but I'm going to take you by the hand and lead you through the swamp. That's what I'm going to do. And that's what you do too. So anyway, Mike, I believe that we've hopefully given some people some food for thought. That's what we try to do here, is get you thinking, get you to go take a look in the mirror at yourself and see, am I doing these things? Do I have that mindset or not? Do I have ADD? Hope so. And if we can ever help you in any way, you give us a call and we'll spend some time with you. So with that said, folks, thank you for being with us today. Thank you, Mike, for sharing in this with me. It's always a good time, and I really enjoy and look forward to it. So y'all stay tuned to the next episode of the Pest Control Marketing Podcast and pestcontrolmarketing.live.
Hal Coleman has been active in the pest control industry for over 40 years, including owning and operating his own successful pest control business for 18 years. He now devotes his time to helping other PCOs and other WCOs double, triple, and even quadruple their businesses faster than they ever imagined. Be sure to check out his website, pestcontrolmarketer.com. For more information about Hal's coaching program, you can reach him at 770-993-0004 or email him hal@halcoleman.com. Mike Stewart is known as the Internet Audio and Video Guy. Since the birth of the Internet, Mike has been showing small business owners how to get more new customers, increase their sales, and grow their businesses online using audio and video, now with iPhones and Android phones. For more information about Mike's coaching program and his online training courses, visit MikeStewartCoaching.com or email him mike@internetaudioguide.com.
Google Pest Control Marketer. Grow your business like never before. Call 770-993-0004.